Welcome back, everyone. Well, this week we're celebrating National News Literacy Week. It's an effort aimed at educating students on understanding the news process, how to separate fact from fiction, and how to avoid spreading misinformation.
Now, as part of National News Literacy Week, we partnered with students at Miller High School here in Corpus Christi to produce a story that they felt really needed to be told. Chris 6 Ashley Portillo worked with these students every step of the way, and she explains why the topic they chose and why.
Students in Mr. Xavier Barriente's class at Miller High School chose to tackle the misinformation and negative perception about living in the city's north side and what it's really like attending school there. And the story they tell is one of unity. Here's Miller High School's Mercedes Garcia.
The stereotype that we're rude and that we don't get along.
Those are some of the things Miller High School students explain they hear about their own school. But students say there's much more to the Northside community than those misconceptions.
Because as far as I've grown up here, I've been in this community my entire life, it's never really negatively impacted me.
For senior Joy Wilkins, Miller and the Northside community stand for family. Since her mother's death in 2013, she says her teachers and counselors have helped her like she was their child.
Anytime I've ever needed to talk or calm down or just I'm having a bad day and I need someone to go to, she's been there.
Strong support is part of the school's culture.
And then can we simplify that?
Just ask Andrew Body, a junior quarterback who led the school's football team to their first undefeated regular season.
The season brought the whole community together. The season, it just had so many people just come out and support us and watch us the whole season.
Some thought the Buccaneers were the underdogs both on and off the field this year, but the community support became part of the team's triumphs.
Go make sure you hug the crowd. This was an awesome atmosphere, fellas. Great for Corpus Christi. You're a part of history.
I tell our kids all the time, our community, people live vicariously through us. You know, hope. You know, I also say the unity that we were able to bring a community together and everybody in the stands, all rooting for the Bucks, even people who didn't go to Miller.
So we're district champs, baby!
Purple and gold lined the streets because it was all about Buck pride, a mindset that's long been in place. Class of 1962 alum Claude Axel witnessed it almost 6 decades ago.
I don't think you will ever beat Miller High School as far as taking care of each other.
That care for one another on full display in K-Toys. Miller High School principal Dr. Bruce Wilson explains being united is just part of being a Buccaneer.
Our kids come in, they come in ready to tackle the world. They're resilient kids there.
But when it comes down to it, I've never seen us break apart. I've never seen us work against each other.
Mercedes Garcia, Miller High School for Chris 6 News.
Way to go, Mercedes. And you know, these students spent several weeks working on this project, and there's more that you can see. Just go to our website, christv.com, and click on the News Literacy Project tab in the news section.
Plus, you'll hear from Ashley on what it took to put the project together later on. Now, stay